Hey guys, it's Lydia here. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a 30-minute full body stretch. This is awesome for if you're really sore, for a stretching day like this, that you just want to relax and stretch out all your tight muscles. This routine is for you. So there is a warm-up to this, so you don't have to go find your own warm-up. You can just do it along with me. So without further ado, let's dive in. Alrighty, so we're just going to start with some basic squats for the warm-up. Each one of these warm-up moves is going to be for 40 seconds. And the goal of this warm-up is just to kind of warm up, your whole body, because when you just go to stretching, it can be a little bit dangerous if your muscles aren't warmed up yet and you can accidentally pull a muscle. So it's very important to just warm up your body. So for the next move, we're just going to do some side leg lifts. So on one side, just lift your leg up and down. This is really simple. Your leg should be a little bit bent, and you're just using the side of your hip to lift your leg. Just warming up those muscles. Also warming up your abs a bit for that stability that you need so you don't fall over. Staying on the same side just to get nice warmed up. Alrighty, switch legs. And you don't want to be kicking your leg up. It's nice and controlled. I said it before, I really love that even on these rest days, we get a little bit of a workout in just from the warm-up. It's kind of fun. Alrighty, relax. So for the next one, I'm going to keep this simple. So I'm going to be doing some modified high knees. You can jump, but especially for a warm-up or a rest day, I just prefer not to jump. Or if you have, like, you're in an apartment and you can't jump, it's just easier to go modified. So here we go. You're just going to bring a knee into your chest as high as you can. Also, the thing I like about modified high knees is that you have a better chance to get your knee even higher, because when you're running, oftentimes you don't get your knee very high. At least that's the tendency for me. So doing stuff like this, you can really just focus on bringing your knee high and really using your legs and your abs to pull your knee into your chest. Alrighty, relax. So for the next warm-up move, we're just going to do the inchworm. So crawl out into a plank and then come back. There's no jumping, it's just really simple, warming up your upper body and a little bit of your abs as well. Also your legs a bit. Nice full body warm up here. Relax. Okay, so for the last warm-up move, we're just going to do some simple push-ups. Here we go. I'm going to go from my knees, partly because it's a rest day and I just want it to be a little bit easier. stretches. So for these stretches, I'm going to start standing. And first, we're just going to do some neck rolls. Switch directions. Just release any tension in your neck or your shoulders. Alrighty. Alright, so next just go over one of your legs to stretch out that hamstring. You know what's really funny? Out of all the workouts I've done so far, the ones that really burn out my upper body are the dance workouts. Really funny because it's like you don't expect it to be the dance workouts, but just all those arm movements that we were doing in there really do tone up your back and your shoulders. So those are the ones that definitely work me the most. Alright, you're going to switch legs, reach over the other one. Just try to relax, let your head go to the ground. Come to the center, and we're just going to hold it here. If you want to, you can grab onto your ankles and try to pull yourself closer to your legs. And then clasp your hands behind you and straighten them out to get a really good shoulder stretch. You can also slightly bend your knees if it's getting a little too hard on your hamstrings. And then you're going to go into a side lunge. And in this side lunge, you're just going to push this knee away. Get a really nice stretch. Switch legs, push the other knee away. And then we're going to scooch our hips down into a middle split position. So I don't quite have my middle splits yet, but just go down as far as you can. Out of that position, and next we're going to go into a pigeon pose like this. And in this, you can either sit up straight like this or reach forward for a deeper stretch in your hips. pull the back leg in. Legs. So either you can sit up nice and straight, you can lean forward. The farther you lean forward or the closer your chest is to the ground, the deeper stretch you're going to get in that hip. Alrighty, then pull your back leg in. Into a butterfly sit. So bring your feet together and you can either push down on your legs or you can reach forward or you can just sit up like this and not do anything. Whatever feels best for you. Then you're going to straighten out both legs to go into a straddle, and then we're just going to reach over one leg. Then reach on the inside of your leg. Then reach to the center. Over the other leg. Reach on the inside. To the center again. You might notice you can go down a little bit further this time. Try to keep your knees pushed towards the ceiling so you don't want them coming forward. This is a really good stretch for your inner thighs. Alrighty, come on out. And so for the next one, we're going to do a little bit of stretching out our backs. So we're going to go up into a bridge and then we're going to go onto our elbows. But if you can't do that, just go into a regular bridge and don't worry about doing anything fancy. And here we go. Lay down on your back, push up, and then go onto your elbows. Lower down. Alright, so then we're going to do a little twist. So bring one leg in front, cross the other leg across it, and then just twist in the direction of your bent leg. Alrighty, switch sides. Alrighty, so then we're going to go into another bridge. This time you're just going to be on your hands, but you're going to walk your hands and feet as close together as you can to get a nice deep stretch in your back. Here we go. It's also a really good stretch for your shoulders. Come down. Next up, I'm just going to do a figure 4 with your legs. So cross one leg over the other and then pull them towards you. This gets a really good stretch in your outer hip. Legs. Bring the other one up. Out of that stretch, sit on up. Next we're just going to do a seal. It's another really good stretch for your back. So just sit your hips down like this and try to arch back as far as you can. Next we're going to do a camel. So come onto your knees, arch back and grab your ankles. up into a downward dog. So in this you can pedal out your feet or not. Just a really good stretch for your hamstrings. Next, you're going to walk your hands and feet a little bit closer and go into a forward fold. Next up, push into a lunge and get a nice deep stretch in your hip flexor. Grab your back foot and pull it towards you. Get a nice stretch in your thigh. Alrighty, switch legs. We're going to start with just the lunge. Pull your leg in. Alrighty, next up, we're going to go onto our hands and knees, and you're just going to go arch back and then arch the other way. Stretch out your back a bit more. Walk your hands out a bit farther and bring your chest to the ground while keeping your hips up. This is a really good stretch for your shoulders. Come out of that stretch. And then we're going to go back into that tabletop position. And this time you're going to kick one leg back. And we're going to stay on the same leg for 15 seconds and then switch. Alrighty, switch legs. So next up, bring your feet around, sit down. We're going to go into a pike sit. So first, have your toes pointed and reach over your legs. Now you have your toes pointed, it really stretches out your ankles and your shins a bit. Your feet. That's going to get a really nice deep stretch in your hamstrings. Alrighty. So we have one more bridge stretch, and this one you're just going to rock back and forth in a bridge. But like I said, if you can only do a bridge, just do a bridge, it's fine. Here we go. Onto your back, come up, and then we're just going to rock back and forth. So then you're just going to walk your hands out behind you and kind of scoot your hips forward. Feel a really deep stretch in your shoulders. And that is it for today's stretching routine, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I really love these longer stretches, just to give you a chance to stretch out your entire body. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you tomorrow for another workout. Bye, guys.